Hey there, beautiful mamas, let's have some real talk. Are you sitting there, maybe at 3 a.m. with your precious little one and you're worried? You're worried you're not making enough milk. You're staring at your baby, wondering if they're getting enough. And this wave of panic just washes over you. I see you. I've been you. I remember scrolling through my phone in the dark, desperately searching for answers, feeling like I was the only one failing at this thing that was supposed to be so natural. Well, let me just wrap you in a big virtual hug and tell you something you need to hear right now. You are so not alone. So many of us go through this struggle with low milk supply. It's a common, frustrating, and emotional part of the postpartum journey for countless moms. It doesn't mean you're a bad mom, it doesn't mean you're broken, and it most certainly does not mean you failed. It just means you need a little support, a little information, and a whole lot of grace for yourself. And that's exactly why I'm here. I'm not here to give you more things to worry about. I'm here to give you hope and practical help. In this video, I'm going to share 7 natural, proven ways to help boost your breast milk supply, and fast. These are things you can start doing today. So grab a huge glass of water, get comfy, and stick with me. Because I've also got some bonus tips at the very end that you won't want to miss. We're in this together. Let's do this. All right, let's dive right into our first tip, and it's probably the most powerful one of all: frequent nursing. I know, you're probably thinking I'm already nursing around the clock. How can I possibly nurse more? I hear you. But here's the thing. Breastfeeding is all about supply and demand. Think of your breasts as a milk factory. Every time your baby nurses, they're placing an order. The more orders they place, the more your factory gets the signal to ramp up production. It's your body's beautiful, intricate system of communicating with your baby's needs. So instead of watching the clock and trying to stick to a rigid schedule, try watching your baby for hunger cues. Things like rooting, putting their hands to their mouth, or making little suckling motions. Offer the breast often, even if it feels like you just finished a feeding. Aim for at least 8 to 12 feedings in a 24-hour period, especially in those early weeks. This constant stimulation tells your body, hey, we've got a growing baby here. We need more milk. Stat. It's not about overwhelming yourself. It's about responding to your baby and trusting your body's incredible ability to provide. Okay, mama, let's talk about the latch. This is a game changer. You can be nursing all day long, but if your baby doesn't have a good, deep latch, they won't be able to effectively remove milk from your breast. And if milk isn't being removed efficiently, your body gets the signal to slow down production. It thinks, oh, I guess we made too much last time, let's scale it back. It's a frustrating cycle. A poor latch can also be painful for you. And let's be honest, nobody wants to do something that hurts over and over again. So what does a good latch look like and feel like? It should be comfortable for you. Maybe a little tugging at first, but not sharp pinching pain. Look for your baby to have their mouth wide open, like they're yawning, before they latch on. You want them to take in a large part of your areola, not just the nipple. Their lips should be flanged out, like a fish on the top and bottom. And you should be able to see and hear them swallowing. If you're struggling with this, please reach out to a lactation consultant. They are magical wizards who can make a world of difference. Getting the latch right is a foundation for your entire breastfeeding journey. This next one sounds so simple, almost too simple, but I promise you, it is absolutely crucial. You need to stay hydrated. Think about it. Your breast milk is made up of about 88% water. Your body can't just create that water out of thin air. It needs you to supply the raw materials. If you're dehydrated, your body is going to prioritize its own essential functions, and milk production might be one of the first things to take a hit. It's like trying to run a car without enough gasoline. It's just not going to get very far. I'm not saying you need to chug a gallon of water every hour. That's overwhelming and unnecessary. A great rule of thumb is to drink to thirst. But when you're a new mom, you sometimes forget what thirst even feels like. So make it easy for yourself. Get a giant water bottle, one of those big ones with the time markers on it if you need to, and keep it with you at all times. Every time you sit down to nurse or pump, make it a habit to take a big drink of water. Keep a glass on your nightstand for those middle-of-the-night feeds. Your body is doing something amazing, and you need to give it the fuel it needs to keep going strong. So just like you need water, you also need food. You're burning a crazy amount of calories making this liquid gold for your baby, somewhere between 300 to 500 extra calories a day. Now really isn't the time for a restrictive diet. You need to eat and eat well, my friend. Think of your body as that milk factory again. You're the sole provider of all the nutrients, fats, and goodness that go into your product. So you need to stock your own shelves with high-quality ingredients. Focus on a balanced diet full of whole foods. There are certain foods, often called galactagogues, that are thought to be particularly helpful for lactation. Things like oatmeal. A warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning is a classic for a reason. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, healthy fats from sources like avocados and nuts, and lean proteins are all fantastic. Fenugreek, fennel, and brewer's yeast are other popular ones you might hear about. You can find lactation cookies or teas that contain these ingredients. But hey, don't stress about eating the perfect diet. The most important thing is to eat enough and to eat regularly. Don't skip meals. Your body and your baby will thank you. Okay, this next tip is a hands-on technique that can make a huge difference during a feeding. It's called breast compression. It sounds technical, but it's really simple. The goal is to help your baby get more of that rich, fatty hind milk that comes at the end of a feeding, and to help fully empty the breast, which, as we know, signals your body to make more milk. It's especially helpful if you have a sleepy baby who tends to doze off mid-meal, or if you notice their active sucking has slowed down to just little flutters. Here's how you do it. While your baby is nursing, cup your breast with your hand in a C shape, well behind the areola. When you notice your baby's sucking has slowed, gently but firmly squeeze your breast. Don't squeeze so hard that it hurts or changes the shape of the baby's latch. Just apply steady pressure. You should notice your baby start to swallow again as the milk flow increases. Hold the squeeze until they stop swallowing, then release. You can rotate your hand around the breast to compress different areas. This is like giving your baby a little power boost of milk right when they need it, and it ensures your breast gets a clear message to refill. If you feel like you need a more intensive boost to your supply, I want to introduce you to a technique called power pumping. This is basically a power hour for your boobs. The idea is to mimic a baby's cluster feeding, which is when they nurse very frequently over a short period. This frequent stimulation sends a powerful message to your body to seriously ramp up milk production. It's like placing a massive, urgent order at the milk factory. This isn't something you need to do every day, but it can be a fantastic tool to use for a few days in a row to help increase your overall supply. So, how does it work? You'll need a breast pump for this. Find an hour in your day where you can be relatively undisturbed. I know, easier said than done. Here's a common schedule. Pump for 20 minutes, rest for 10 minutes, pump for 10 minutes, rest for 10 minutes, and then pump for a final 10 minutes. That's one full hour. Don't be discouraged if you don't get a lot of milk during the shorter pumping sessions. That's not the point. The point is the stimulation. You're telling your body there's a huge demand and it needs to respond. It's an intense strategy, but it can be incredibly effective. This last tip is the one that we moms are often the worst at, but it is non-negotiable. You have to rest and reduce your stress. Your body is doing two monumental tasks at once, recovering from childbirth and producing food for a tiny human. That is a huge physiological load. If you are constantly running on empty, stressed to the max, and fueled by adrenaline and cortisol, your body is going to be in survival mode. And in survival mode, functions that aren't essential for immediate survival, like robust milk production, can take a back seat. I know being told to just relax is the most annoying advice on the planet, but I'm not telling you to go on a spa vacation. I'm giving you permission to lower your standards. Let the laundry pile up. Order takeout. Say no to visitors if you're not feeling up to it. And most importantly, sleep when the baby sleeps. I know you've heard it a million times, but it's true. Even a 20-minute nap can make a difference. Ask your partner, a friend, or a family member to watch the baby so you can just lie down in a quiet room. Your mental health and your physical rest are not luxuries. They are essential components of your milk supply. We made it through. 7 real, tangible things you can start doing right now to support your body and boost your milk supply. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. Be patient and kind with yourself. Your body is incredible, and sometimes it just needs a little extra support and encouragement to do its thing. I really hope these tips help you feel more empowered and less stressed. And as promised, I have some bonus tips for you. I'm talking about my favorite mom-approved tricks for maintaining that supply once you've got it up, including the best way to use a haka, and a simple trick to ensure you're fully emptying at each feed. Click the video right here to watch it now. Before you go, I want you to take a deep breath and hear me on this. You are doing an amazing job. Whether you breastfeed for 1 day, 1 year, or not at all, your worth as a mother is not measured in ounces. You are enough. Your baby loves you, and you are the perfect parent for them. I hope this video has left you feeling confident, supported, and ready to take the next step on your unique feeding journey. You are part of this incredible community of mothers, and we are all here, cheering you on every single step of the way. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more Real Talk parenting content. And please, share your own experiences and tips in the comments below. What worked for you? What did you struggle with? Let's continue this conversation and support each other. You are strong, you are capable, and you've absolutely got this.